Students, welcome to 8th science class. Today we are going to start with new chapter, combustion. Combustion, it is the process in which a substance burns with air or oxygen with release of heat and light. Then it is called combustion. It means when a substance burns in air or oxygen, you know that substances they burn in presence of air or oxygen only, and they release heat and light, then it is called combustion. Now the substances which undergoes combustion or which burn or which catch fire easily to produce heat and light, they are called combustible materials, like mastic, paper, straw. And there are some materials which do not produce heat on burning, or they do not burn to produce heat and light. They are called non-combustible material. Example, glass, rubber or iron nails. And these combustible materials, they can be solid, liquid or in gaseous states. Now the question arises, does combustion takes place in any condition, or there are some conditions which are required for combustion? Does always a mastic or paper catches fire? No. You know that when paper is moist or mastic it is also moist, then they don't catch fire. It means there are some conditions required in which combustion takes place. So the conditions required for combustion are, number one, you know that combustible material is required. Only combustible materials, they catch fire or they undergo combustion. Now second condition is, that is oxygen. Oxygen from air, it helps in combustion of fuel or any material. You know that you have already studied in your lower classes that air or oxygen is required for burning of any material. Look at the diagram. There are three pictures with candle. In picture 1, that is in middle, candle which is burning in open, and in second case a chimney is put on a burning candle, and in third picture a glass bottle is inverted over a burning candle. And the results are, in first case candle burns smoothly because it is getting sufficient amount of oxygen. In second case, which is candle covered with chimney, its flame flicker, means फड़फड़ाती है इसकी जो flame होती है. Why? Because of insufficient supply of oxygen in second case. In third case, candle flame put off or extinguishes because air supply is cut off as it is covered with the bottle. Now you know that the oxygen is required for burning. It is the conclusion that second condition is oxygen, it is required for the burning of material. So oxygen, it is also called supporter of combustion. And can you tell me which is non-supporter of combustion? Yes, carbon dioxide gas, it is non-supporter of combustion. Now we will study about the third condition. Two conditions we already studied. Number one, combustible material. Number two, oxygen. Third condition is ignition temperature. What is ignition temperature? It is the lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire. It is also called kindling temperature. Look at the figure. We have two glasses, paper glasses. One is getting burned on putting a burner, and second, it is not burned. Because in second glass water is put into the paper glass. Then what happened in second case? The water which absorb the heat produced by a flame and the paper glass, it does not attain the lowest temperature at which this paper glass catches fire. So it means there is a particular temperature at which a substance catches fire. As I told you in the first slide that when there is a moist paper, it does not catch fire. Why? Because it does not attain its lowest temperature at which it catches fire. Sometimes you burn wood or leaves, then what happens? They don't catch fire easily. They take some time. You have to put some dry material like dry grass leaves or paper to burn those green leaves or moist leaves. Why? Because first of all they attain their temperature at which they catch fire, then only they start burning. It means ignition temperature or the lowest temperature is also necessary for burning or combustion of a substance. Now there are few examples to realize that a substance must be heated up to its ignition temperature for it to undergo combustion. Number one, we already studied that we can boil water in a paper cup on a spirit lamp. Why? Because a part of heat energy supply to the paper cup passes to water. As a result, the ignition temperature of paper is not achieved and it does not catch fire, and we can boil water in the cup. In the second case, there is a chemical that is called white phosphorus and its ignition temperature is 35 degrees Celsius. And you know that in the summer 35 degrees Celsius is very common and it is a room temperature, and white phosphorus then catches fire at room temperature by itself. Okay, why? Because ignition temperature of white phosphorus is 35 degrees Celsius and the room temperature is above the 35 degrees Celsius, so it catches fire spontaneously without the need of extra heat. So in second case, a matchstick can be lighted by striking its tip on rough surface. You know that when you often lighted up matchstick, then what you do? You have to strike it on a rough surface on its box. Why it is so? Because the tip of matchstick is made up of a chemical that is called red phosphorus along with some other chemicals. On striking, friction generates enough heat to light the matchstick by making the chemicals catch fire. It means friction, when we rub matchstick on the rough surface, there is friction is produced which results in production of heat energy, and this generates enough heat to light the matchstick by making the chemical catch fire. The wood that is used in matchstick is also of a particular kind. Its ignition temperature is attained by the heat produced at the tip of lighted matchstick. You know that chemical, it is present only on the tip of matchstick. Otherwise, whole stick catches fire. Why? Because the wood of that matchstick, it is also has lower ignition temperature. Now third case, that is very common. You often put off candle flame by blowing over it strongly. Then how this flame goes off or put off? Because air currents lowers the temperature of burning wax vapors below their ignition temperature. You know that air currents that you blow from your mouth, they also carry water vapors. And then what happens? Its wick, it get cooled down, and then these wax vapor, they attain temperature below their ignition temperature. As a result, this candle flame, it goes off or extinguishes. And second thing, that is carbon dioxide in our breath, it also acts as fire extinguisher, thus flame goes off. So these are the two reasons because of which candle flame goes off when we blow over it strongly. One is air currents that carry water vapors, which lowers the ignition temperature of burning wax vapors, and second is carbon dioxide in our breath, which act as a fire extinguisher. So now we will conclude with the three conditions required for combustion. Number one is there must be a combustible substance. Number two, there must be a continuous supply of oxygen or air. Third condition is the temperature should be above the ignition temperature of the combustible material. That's all for the today. Now it is assignment question time. You have to write answers of these questions in your rough note. Question number 1, define combustion. A part, B part, ignition temperature, C part, supporter of combustion, D part, combustible material. Question number 2, mention 3 conditions required for combustion. Question number 3, give reason. A part, we can boil water in paper cup. B part, candle flame goes off when we blow over it strongly. So that's all. Thank you and have a nice day.